Try to picture the absolute disappearance of everything in existence. Imagine the complete erasure of matter, energy, motion, and even the physical laws that govern the universe. Most people discover they cannot do it. When we attempt to picture absolute nothingness, we find ourselves visualizing a dark, empty void, or perhaps a profound silence. Yet empty space is still a physical thing, a three-dimensional construct, and silence is a duration measured across a span of time. True nothingness completely escapes our cognitive capacity. If the human mind cannot even conceive of non-existence, then the simple fact that reality exists at all becomes our most profound starting point. Long before telescopes mapped the cosmic microwave background, early human civilizations built mythologies to explain where the world came from. Every early society assumed that something else must have preceded our current reality. Our everyday lived experience strictly enforces this logic. Every river flows from a source, every tree grows from a seed, and every human child has parents. We observe that every effect is securely tethered to a direct prior cause. So when modern cosmology reveals that the universe had a definitive, explosive origin, human instinct immediately searches for the prior cause. We naturally ask what triggered it. But the deeper we investigate the physics of that origin, a strange mathematical truth emerges. The question of what came before breaks down entirely when subjected to the strict laws of astrophysics. For centuries, scientists and philosophers assumed time was absolute. They pictured an invisible river, a universal clock ticking uniformly in the background of eternity, completely independent of the universe itself. Then Albert Einstein published the theory of relativity, and the mathematics proved that this universal clock did not exist. Einstein showed that time is flexible. It slows down near heavy objects and stretches with motion. Time is not a separate container holding the cosmos. It is a physical component woven directly into three-dimensional space, creating a single, seamless fabric known as space-time. Because time is constructed from the exact same physical fabric as the universe, it is bound by the exact same limits as matter and energy. We frequently visualize the Big Bang as an explosion of matter expanding outward into a pre-existing, dark, empty room. The physics suggests the event was the immediate expansion of space-time itself, the simultaneous creation of both the room and the mathematical clock used to measure it. The cosmic timeline did not stretch infinitely backward, ticking down to an explosion. The clock started at zero, the precise instant matter emerged. This leaves no room for a moment prior to the universe. There simply was no time in which a before could have existed. We have built tools capable of tracing cosmic history back billions of years and dissecting the subatomic particles that make up our own bodies. Yet, as we push our observations closer to the exact instant of the Big Bang, our equations hit a hard boundary. The mathematics collapse, yielding infinities that tell us our physical models can go no further. To cross that absolute limit, we have to leave empirical physics behind and return to the logical frameworks established by ancient thinkers. Physicists and philosophers alike are left confronting an issue that math cannot solve: why reality exists at all rather than absolute void. The pursuit of physical origins stalls at the very edge of space-time. Beyond that mathematical wall, we are forced to grapple with the pure, unquantifiable mystery of existence. If we look at the timeline moving forward, we see a sequential evolution. Clouds of simple hydrogen ignited into stars, and those dying stars forged the heavy elements necessary to build solid planetary bodies. Over billions of years, inert rock fostered liquid water, simple biology took hold, and complex neural networks evolved into the firing synapses of human consciousness. This means the human mind contemplating the Big Bang is actually the universe looking backward to ponder its own origin. Instead of isolated observers standing outside the cosmos looking in, we are the literal physical mechanism through which matter has learned to think, to observe, and to wonder. the question of what came before is the final expression of a self-aware cosmos attempting to grasp its own beginning.